Welcome back, you beautiful souls, you lovely people. I am not able to get on what is it called? Noom vibe, because I don't have my badge anymore from when I had my hiatus. So I'm gonna read the book that I read on Instagram. If anybody follows us on Instagram, it's the same as, well, if you don't follow us, it's at lovetuheal, and on Noom it's at lovetuheal also. But I'm unable to go live on that YouTube channel due to small following, and that's okay. I have access to this one, and I didn't even know what I wanted to do going on that podcast. I wasn't prepared. I was just like, ooh, let's just get back into the groove. Let's get to it. But I wasn't prepared. So I was like, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to do? But I enjoyed reading this book when I don't think I finished it, but I enjoyed reading the book on Instagram live. But this time you're just going to be able to hear my voice and not see my facial expressions, because they are strong. And you're not gonna get to see me, but that's okay, because you're gonna get to hear this good old piece. We're gonna read each segment. It's not gonna be an everyday thing, but I will come on frequently and share Be Happy 30 Powerful Methods for Personal Growth and Well-Being by Dr. Rebecca Ray. So let's get into it. And I'm not gonna start off like I did and go from the beginning. We're just gonna hit up a random page. Let's see where we stop at. I really don't even want to do this one, but we stopped here. So what's today's day so I can put it on there? The 19th. Something that works. Okay, there we go. Cultivating your positive feelings. Oh, wrong one. Oops. I want to read that one. The one before, I don't want to read that. Like it's not resonating with me. But we can do this one because it's a good thing that I've really been. Well, it's something to always work on. But cultivating your positive feelings. The quote says, "Don't water your weeds." Harvey Mackay. Contrary to what you might see, read, or hear from your friends, family, or favorite company's advertisement campaign, positive feelings don't just magically occur. They don't. Nor are they our default setting. OMG. Speak to me. Speak, because gosh. Like, sometimes I wish it was a default setting. But, you can develop that, and you just got to keep practicing with consistency and discipline in order for that to align with you. Positive and negative emotions may show up for reasons we understand or for no reason at all. But positive feelings like happiness can be cultivated. It just takes a little effort and intention and a choice to participate. We must show up to the events, activities, situations in which positive feelings are more likely to occur. Unfortunately, I don't exactly know what those things are for you. Only you know what makes you feel good, so I can't just throw a universal prescription of happiness feelings at everyone. If only. But it's good to like put in somebody's spirit positive feelings to you because you need it right now. For you, it could be fly fishing or soy candle making. It could be reading or going out with your friends on a Friday night. Turn up. Maybe it takes maybe it's taking photos of your baby or going for a long drive with your partner. Long drives are so fun. And then listen to music blasting and just singing. Talking about some good vibes right there. I don't need to know what it is for you, but you do. Question is, do you know what those things are? Now, if you want to pause it, you can pause. This is the time to get your little journal out. Hold on. Let me recorrect myself. Your big journal, that big energy, and write down what those things are for you that make you happy, those positive feelings. As she stated, could be fly fishing, could be going on walks, could be drawing, anything that just brings you happiness or peace of mind or calmness. If you do, then perhaps daily demands have gotten in the way for too long now, and you've simply gotten out of the habit of scheduling time for joy and fun. Tell me about it, because I use the time as an excuse. If this is the case, your homework is to reschedule your calendar as one of the priorities. A task or to-do list every day of your priorities. Put the top priorities that you need done, then you got the medium, and then you got the ones that are not so important that can lead on to the next day but still need to be done. But what if it's been so long since you've given yourself permission to create positive feelings that you've forgotten what to do? It's a good thing that I'm reading this book again, because during this time, everything's not hectic, but I'm not as flexible as I was before to prioritize things. So, like, to get to reading this book, it's like get back to it. Perhaps you've been so preoccupied in other areas of your life that you're experiencing an identity crisis of sorts, in which you've lost touch with the playful part of yourself and don't remember who that person is or how to find he or she. If you recognize this in yourself, it's time to get curious. Find out ourselves is not about researching a physiological destination or a point in time. Sometimes it's about uncovering something in ourselves we didn't previously know, or rediscovering something that we have forgotten, like this book. And sometimes it's a realization that something we thought to be true is true no longer. Curiosity is the lens that allows us to learn these things about ourselves. Consider this a research phase. think back to what you used to do that made you feel good. Experiment and see what those things are for you now, and then do them. And we sometimes think like, oh, well, that means I gotta sit out a whole 30 minutes or an hour. Not even necessarily, but that is so good for you. It really is. But you can set out at least a good 5, 15, 20 minutes to have enjoyment time of just even sitting there meditating, being quiet, sitting in your elements. A little meditation, quietness is good for you. Sorry, I lose where I'm at very quickly. Think back to what you used to do that made you feel good. Experiment and see what those things are now and do them. A common question I get asked at this point is, but what if I don't enjoy it? It's possible you won't enjoy something that you test out, even if you enjoy it previously. True. But it doesn't hurt to try it again. Try it again. See if you like it or not. If it's not for you, it's not for you. And it's worth remembering that you've picked this book because you have been feeling a little low recently, and your mind might attempt to convince you that you won't enjoy something that you try. It might protest loudly against anything unfamiliar to protect you from further emotional discomfort, such as anxiety, disappointment, or frustration. The problem is that if you give up your control to your mind, it will take the keys and the car from you so you can never leave the driveway. You have the option to stay stuck or to give curiosity a turn and go test it out. You may very well surprise yourself. So it gives you a little section to go with cultivating your positive feelings. Let's change up the habit forming format a little bit for fostering positive thoughts and try the following. It says list number 1. Make a list of things you used to enjoy but haven't done for a while. They could be anything from solitary activities to team sports. Write down everything you think of without judging it at this point. And then list number 2. Now make a list of everything that's not on the list number 1 that you think you might like to try. Maybe it's something on your bucket list or something that you've been recommended to you by someone who thinks know you well. Again, don't judge it. Just write it down. Write everything down. And then you have list number 3. Now make a list of things that you have tried and enjoyed. This list is the most important of all 3 because it is your portal back to things you enjoy. If you already have them written down, then take the excuse of not knowing what to do when you have time to do it. Experiment. It's a time to experiment, obviously. There's a big difference between thinking about doing something, actually doing it, and actually doing it. It's essential that you take action. For anything that makes you feel a little nervous, invite a friend along with you. Take note of how you feel and of any assumptions your mind made that turned out to be incorrect. Oh yeah, so let me do that since I wrote it on the wrong page. I hope you enjoyed that segment of cultivating your feelings. I hope you go ahead and do your list and find out some things you want to try out and enjoy. It's always good to try new things and to open up your horizon instead of, always getting back to the same things. But if those same things bring you joy, then do it. You bring me joy, joy. But peace and love, I am out. Don't forget to visit our website. And you can purchase yourself a journal if you don't have one.